So you've got this burning desire inside of you to make this art, and you would do it if it was the last thing on earth that you had time to do. Well, that's a good place to start. My name is Steve Leavitt, and I'm the founder of I Create Sound. Part of creating your own sound is finding what's deep inside of you and bringing that out. Your art is the kernel of idea or the kernel of expression that you're trying to create, but the craft is really in making a product that feels like something that somebody would pay money for. So looking at the best albums that came out of the 80s, Michael Jackson, there was a team. You had Quincy Jones, you had Bruce Swedien, the engineer who made the sound, and you had a whole team of amazing studio musicians that made that record a reality. Now, it's like everybody has to be everything to everyone, and you're on social media. Instead of writing songs, you're busy trying to make sure you have enough fans and trying to make sure the artwork's coming in on time, figuring out Logic or GarageBand or Pro Tools, having to run to hit the record button, run back in, and they're out of breath and they go to sing and it's like, you know, you're trying to do things you don't know how to do, and that's the biggest limitation facing any kind of independent artist these days. I started I Create Sound because there was a need in today's DIY music environment. There's no more banks, there's no more labels giving you all this massive professional support behind your product. And what I realized is that there were some real limitations that artists were encountering when it came to getting the professional end result that they wanted. Part of the process at I Create Sound is to help you identify the things that would take your art the rest of the way and help it to connect with your audience. The point is to not limit your art by skimping on the things that make people open to what you're trying to say. That could be your vocal performance. That could be the difference between giving it that extra take at the end of the night when you know you need to push one more. That could also be in just having appropriate mixing levels. Sometimes, you know, you record this great project, but if it sounds like it was recorded in a shoe, then you're not going to actually connect with maybe as big of an audience as you can. And you really have to pick what you're going to be best at. And you could try to do it all yourself, but I find that people really get themselves in trouble because they end up expending all their energy on parts of the process that are exhausting. And by including other people in your work, it helps you to not only take your mind off the parts that drain you, but also to get that fresh perspective and that extra ear on top of things that says, no, you're doing great, keep it up, this was your best work.